Hi guys, we'll be looking at special angles 30 and 60 degrees. For us to get the clear picture of how this 30 and 60 degrees for the three trigonometrical ratios will look, we'll take a good look at an equilateral triangle that has all the sides and angles to be equal. So in equilateral triangle, we have all the angles to be 60 degrees. Having it to be 60 degrees, this top is also 60 degrees. Now, so to make it 180, when we decide to divide this triangle, you can see that we have it to have a right angle here and here, meaning that this angle here, since we divided it into two, is 30 degrees. So let's bring this half right angle out. We have this this half angle. The unit now, since we divided it into two, this bottom will be 1, here will be 1 and 1, making it 2. Then this longest side is also 2. Then we don't know the other side. So here is what? 60 degrees. The top is what? 30 degrees. So before then we solve, we use Pythagoras to get the value of this x now. So in Pythagoras, the hypotenuse squared is equals to the opposite squared and adjacent squared. So the hypotenuse is 2. We have it as 2 squared is equal to opposite, this is opposite, which is x squared plus adjacent is 1 squared. X squared now will be equal to 2 squared is 4, 4 minus 1 squared is 1. So you have it that x squared is equal to 3. Take the square root of both sides. If you take x is equals to root 3. So x is just root 3, this side. So let's take a good look at the three trigonometrical ratios we have. It's now easy. So here is just root 3. Okay? So if you take a good look at this, first let's consider, recall we are using SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. Okay? Let's look at sine. Sine is the ratio of opposite and hypotenuse, meaning that sine 60 degrees, we are using 60 degrees. This is 60 degrees. The opposite is what? Root 3. You have it as root 3 over the hypotenuse is what? 2. The longest side, 2. Okay? Recall the hypotenuse is always the longest side in a triangle and it faces the angle 90 degrees. So we look at cos. Cos 60 degrees, which is cosine. Cosine is the ratio of, look at it, adjacent and hypotenuse. Where is the adjacent? 1. 1 over hypotenuse is the longest side, 2. So cos 60 is half. Then we look at the next one, tan 60 degrees. Tan is the ratio of adjacent, opposite, and what? Adjacent. So tan 60 is the opposite is root 3. You have it as root 3 over the adjacent is 1. You have it as 1. So basically it's just root 3. Okay? Because anything divided by 1 is that particular thing. Okay. So we look at the next one, sine 30 degrees. So 30 degrees now. We are now considering this angle. So here, sine is the ratio of opposite and hypotenuse. So you have it that opposite is 1. You have it as 1. Hypotenuse is 2. So sine is half here in 30 degrees. We look at the next one, which is cos. Cos 30 degrees. You have it as cos is the ratio of adjacent. Where is now the adjacent? This is the opposite. So here is the adjacent, root 3. You have it as root 3 over hypotenuse is what? 2. Adjacent over hypotenuse, 2. Can you see that now? Then you look at the next one, tan 30 degrees. Tan 30 degrees is basically opposite. Opposite here is 1. You have it as 1 over adjacent is root 3. You have it as root 3. If you want to rationalize it, if you rationalize it, you have root 3 over 3. And that's the basic trigonometrical ratios for special angle 30 and 60 degrees. Please note that we are going to make use of this particular special angles in solving all the needed trigonometrical equations. Okay? So stay tuned when we solve problems in trigonometry. Bye.